Hi everyone, welcome to my first exclusive video here on Patreon. So this week I wanted to share a time-lapse replay of the New York sticker set that I created that went up in the shop this week, but that's also being included in the Happy Mail for my $20 tier. So it's really interesting. I've been working on a series of city-based stickers. I have one more set to do. It's going to be Los Angeles, but I started with Chicago, my hometown. But I wanted to do something kind of dedicated to my other favorite city in the world, which is New York. A couple of summers ago, I took my daughters to New York City, and we just fell absolutely in love. It was an amazing experience. We traveled all over the city by foot. We walked, I could say 10 miles every day just exploring, and we just had a beautiful time. And it's just one of the most memorable times, summers in the last few years that I can think of, and it was something that was really special for my family. And I went to school for fashion, as some of you already know. I have a bachelor's of arts in fashion marketing management with a specialty in design and graphic design, branding, and things like that. But I always wanted to go to New York, and that kind of fulfilled a dream, but it was just so surprising how much my kids loved it. So I wanted to create a sticker set that was just reminiscent of that experience, and that highlighted some of the most iconic things that I can remember of New York. So the yellow taxi cab, our visit to the Statue of Liberty, visiting Fashion Avenue, and eating street food like pretzels and hot dogs. And I just wanted to add some stylish things in there, a dirty martini and eyeglasses, and the epitome of New York coffee. And you see that style of New York coffee in Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is one of my favorite movies. But yeah, so as I'm working through this, it's really interesting how I approach sketching and doodles and things like this. I don't want to make them completely realistic. I want to have fun with them. Sometimes the sketches at the beginning look horrible, and I have to come to terms with being okay with something not looking just right, and work through it. So I'll sometimes use shapes too as bases in order to get the look right for angles and for elements, even if I'm not trying to make them look realistic. But it's kind of funny, this started off kind of I was oh, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But then as I worked through it, I got the shapes, and then once I added color, it made such a huge difference, just because the color just allowed me to really bring things from my mind to the tablet, and then adding things like shadows and highlights just kind of added that final element, that final touch. I really like how this set turned out. I think that it's really fun, and I hope you guys who are getting this in your first Happy Mail enjoy it. I also threw in the Chicago set, and I kind of played that off within the prints and the sticker pack, the Kiss Cut sticker pack that I'm including in this month's Pen Pal tier. But I just want to thank you all for your support. Thank you for joining me on this creative journey. And I hope that if anything, this little, doodle that started off as not so great, and I think ended up turning out pretty darn cute, inspires you to just put pen to paper, or Apple Pen to your tablet, to just start creating this week. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.